Welcome back. The moles have been set. I don't know who the moles are, but in principle, I do believe I'll be able to see the mole chat. I don't want to list the moles necessarily on screen. I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna check and see if I can see the chat. Cazz has decided to suffocate himself. If not, I might have to look at inventories and so on. Greeples. Welcome back to Phobia, by the way. Greeples does not have anything really suspicious in his inventory, but you know, if you don't take the mole kit, nobody will know. Nobody will know. And I've been de-opt, so I can't give myself the permissions I want. Liv crafts a rod. Diana is ready to hit the road. She's got a gapple. She's got a book. She's got the bare necessities, and she's ready to explore this cave and get things, get all the good things. She's with an untrustworthy bunch. Skylord, I do believe, is that the first crafting bench? Oh, Diana just getting peeked, getting booped by the skelly 3 times. 3 times. But she's got the full armor, so it didn't hurt that much. Just a little bit annoying, but it didn't hurt that much. BBR in a staircase. Smelting. He's got diamonds. Doesn't look like the accoutrement of a mole kit. But apparently, yeah, the food kit, there's a food kit potentially, so someone might have food and be, you know, the mole because just of the food sitch. Jamie doesn't look suspicious at the moment, though. He's covering his rear from, except from baby zombies. Merrick mining some diamonds. Good job, Merrick. Does anything here? Well, this looks like a mole, right? I think Merrick is a mole. So, in this team, I do believe we just found one of the moles, Merrick. And he probably won't be telling his team about the diamonds right here, if he is indeed the mole. He doesn't have a water bucket yet, by the looks of it. Just a quick little diamond. And it was actually exposed ore. It wasn't unexposed ore. I don't know what you're talking about, game. I don't know what you're talking about. Diana's still struggling against skeletons. Craft, right here. Getting a free bow. Doesn't look like he's got the kits of a mole. Lenboy. Oh, Lenboy, of course, is another mole. He has access to the mole enchants. I do believe newcomer Tasty Bacon Z might be another mole. So Lenboy, Tasty Bacon Z, and Merrick could be your moles so far. Let's see who else is there. Len is a bit of a chatty Cathy in the chat there. And we're back with Merrick. Speedo. Let's see Speedo. We don't know the mole of that team, but it doesn't look like Speedo at the moment. Scribbler. Scribbler is probably in the team with Tasty Bacon Z. That would be the teammate with the mole kit. Tasty Bacon Z, I think, is caving with one of his teammates. By the way, we'd have to check. Last time I saw them, they were together. Fukano here, taking charge and taking care of the zombie. I wanted to check his inventory, though. He's got 4 diamonds. It doesn't look like he's got doesn't look like he's got a mole kit. Tasty Bacons. I actually failed at clicking the button. Alright, that's what I wanted. I just wanted Tasty Bacon. And yeah, he definitely is a mole. That's going to be difficult. This is a difficult task because I do believe that's going to be his first time as a mole with these types of Arctic mole kit. So I'm not sure how effective he's going to be. And I don't even know if he's really aware of what a friendly mole is. But we've been kindly asked to avoid friendly moling. But he might not actually know what the concept means. So who knows? Who knows? We'll see. It's going to be... We're going to have to see. He might not know the commands. Very difficult for him, if that's the case. Speedo, there you go. On this team, I still don't know who the mole is. If it was Michael, would probably have already mentioned. He's got, like, already diamond gear. He's got enough obsidian for enchants. Let's see Bliv. Bliv doesn't look like a mole. Got the enchantments. Did I miss someone else talk in the mole chat? Check Cazz. How did Cazz even get in here? But nope. Cazz does not look like the mole. She will have to wait another day. Len is a mole. We do know that. He crafted the enchantment table. SidGarcia has found a spawner. And really has not stayed here too long. He's with Greeples. They're both together. I think that you can safely say neither of them is the mole. They're going to be fast friends, and we can safely say that because we already know that Americ is the mole. On this team, they've got a really lovely cave system, but it's quite dangerous. It's quite dangerous to navigate, but they could be here for a long, long time. Brick has found a mineshaft, a lovely jade hill here for Mickey to explore. Americ, we're back in town. Skylord, unsuspecting so far that one of his teammates is actually the mole. Here's Scrib. Scrib does not look... He doesn't have any of the telltale signs of a mole. That's because Tasty is the mole of his team. I keep forgetting. The mole I'm missing is the green mole. So... the Timon. Timon has got a splash potion of harming. I think it's safe to say Timon is one of the moles. So Timon, one of the moles, he's on the surface, and he's definitely not equipped to take on Michael. That's not going to happen. Perhaps he might get some enchants out of him. That could happen. What other mole are we missing? We're missing the mole of Yellow Team. So let's go check out BBR. Shifting around. He's got lots of potions, but doesn't look like he's a mole. And he's got someone from Blue Team relatively close. Who else is in this team? Reggie. Could Reggie be a mole? Could. Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like Reggie's a mole. I think Brick and Zero were not moles. So does that leave Zero? Yep, Zero's the last guy, and the most suspicious of all of them. And of course, he's the mole. I don't know if he's going to be able to do much. But the key for him might be betraying Brick. Would he be able to do that? Would he be able to trick Brick? I don't know. There's a reason why I avoid like playing the mole games myself, because I'm not good at this. I find it highly entertaining to watch, of course, but actually playing it, actually being a mole, or like looking for the mole, is too stressful for me. I can't handle it. I cannot handle it. But here's a supply drop for anyone who needs food. They'll be on the lookout. But by the looks of it so far, I don't think anybody has had major food issues that I know of so far. But it could happen. Craftinator notices the cobwebs that are available at 0-0, and he's going to make himself take what he needs to make a bow, and also make enough woods. Tasty Bacon Z has selected the fighter kit. The fighter kit, I'm not sure actually what it contains. I do believe it has a gapple, right? And maybe 2 diamonds for a diamond sword, that type of thing. So hopefully he figures out how to use the other mole commands. But he did get the kit chosen. Tucano's finding some gold. Let's see what his cave is looking like. It's not the bestest cave of all time. I've seen better. We've seen better. We've teleported around and seen a lot of people. Skylord getting more trouble with the skeletons, and let's try to figure out where Timon is going. He spots a yellow player. That's BBR, and BBR is not a mole. BBR is going to be coming after him right here. We might have our first PvP. We do. And the BBR might actually be like killing a mole he doesn't know. He doesn't know it, but he'll be taking a mole out. Timon has a potion of harming. And, you know, whether he use it against his own team or against an enemy team, they're all enemy teams. So it might not be a bad idea for him to turn around and get that potion on his hotbar and splash that in BBR's face, because that's some instant damage right there. You might want that with his gapple. But BBR has decided. He saw that Timon was, and Zero died. Zero is a mole, and he decided to die. This is terrible, terrible for the moles. I suppose now it really is a good thing that Timon has managed to get away from this situation that BBR did not feel like pursuing. It often happens when you see a person in full iron, and you figure, no, at this point they probably don't have anything of worth to get. But here's a supply drop landing right next to BBR, and BBR doesn't care, is not impressed at all by this supply drop. He's over it. So yeah, Len trying to fool everyone into thinking, no, not Len, I'm saying Bliv, trying to make the old accidental mole slip up joke. Don't think anyone is likely to fall for it. Sid is the man, and he is the hero Gotham needs. Now here comes the Ripper Steve. He has met the wall. It's very, very interesting find. Congratulations, Ripper Steve, on finding this wall. He's got a companion, and his companion is called Bliv. Neither of them, of course, are the mole. The mole here is Tasty. I'm, at this point, especially now that Zero has decided to die, I think the moles have suddenly become extreme underdogs, and I don't think the moles are going to be able to win. I can already call this. I don't think the moles will be able to win. However, you never know what kind of game-changing hijinks a mole can get up to. If they pull a major move, they can actually change the fate of the game, turn the game on its head just by, if they successfully and blissfully betray, massively betray, and do a great amount of damage to their own team. They can sabotage their team of Providence. Of course, their own team of the moles, but they can sabotage their team of Providence in such a way that we can't tell at this moment what team is likely to win. We can call it now. It's very unlikely that the moles will be able to pull it off, even though now the numbers game has even has evened out because there's going to be all teams of 4. And now there's 4 moles left, provided they decide to survive. Greeples is getting chased by spiders. It's not something you don't want. Because, I mean, you know, they give you... Jamie's really hoping that there might be stuff in these structures, but no, not this one. There's really just nothing in these. But good, you know, good on you for trying, Jamie, you know. You never know, right? But in this case, we can see, we do know there's nothing. There's absolutely nothing, Jamie. Nothing. Still Greeples. Antibama. Back from season 5? Back from season 5. He's found a special structure, but I don't think there's any chesticles in here. Lava? I don't think there's any chesticles. Oh, yeah, yes, there is. Did he find it? Yeah, he already found everything. And I don't think you can craft golden heads with the skeleton heads. At least it should be, there should be a gentleman's agreement against it, if it's possible. Emeric has created an enchantment table for the moles. I don't know if he's shared this information with the rest of his team. But we've got, actually, Antibama's got a huge dungeon around here. You never know how much stuff there could be. It's just, this place is huge. But he's explored most of it. And unfortunately for him, it covers all the walls. So it's very difficult to see anything. But this one right here has a trap. What is this trap? That is probably TNT. Is that TNT? What is that? What is in here? Is it an anvil? What is here? Anyway, I don't want to accidentally set things off. You can see this trap has accidentally been disarmed. Cazz has found a spawner. Let's quickly take a look. That's not what I was expecting. That's not the spawner I was expecting. Is there a spawner in these trees? That spawn spiders? Is that what happens? I think that might be the case. These trees might be a little bit dangerous. And Fukano, amazingly, willing to turn his back to Cazz. This is a surprise. Cazz did betray him and stranded. He's giving her a diamond. Have you learned nothing, Fukano? Have you learned nothing? I know she's not the mole. Emeric is, but still. Oh, and that's okay. So who's not coming in? Diana is joining them. Who's down there? Because sometimes knowing the one player that is away from everyone else, in this case Emeric, I think they'll be able to suspect that Emeric is the mole just because he's not with the rest of the group. So I would recommend to Emeric to not actually rejoin them and keep the enchantments and not rejoin. Keep on doing your thing. Go on elsewhere. I'm just... Alright. There's Michael. Jamie has found a spawner, potentially. Cazz has decided to make an enchant table. So clearly, yeah, they don't know about Emeric's table. That's because Emeric is actually not in that team. Dang it. It's Diana, Fukano, Lenboy, Craftinator, and Cazz. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, Lenboy is the mole, and Lenboy's not with them. There you go. Okay, I got confused. So these, yeah, okay, these places have little spawners like this, and they're gonna trigger me very often. When I look at the chat right over here, I'm gonna get a lot of false positives in terms of spawners. So that's a large cave, but it's mostly been things have been taken care of. Johnny's hoping to find some good stuff, and he's got a look of a C2 fishing rod. Does he actually have two of them? No, that's the same one. No problem.
Sponsored by the Flouze crew on Patreon.